of town, you probably stay in jail for a little more. So stuff like this cannot be on the way to the sidewalk. Right? Signs are okay, the cardboard's okay. If you're walking, you're fine. Right now, what you're in violation of is you're more than 25 people. Now, separating the group to avoid the 25-person rule is also against the law. You can't do that. It's specific in CFR 7.96.
25 people, please line up right over here. 25 people who would like to come across who will not. We're not going to violate any laws. The rest of the group is leaving.
He is wrong. You will be violating the law. All right? And you'll be subject
25
to arrest.
people who are willing may come on over here. What part of this don't you understand? 25 people who are willing. That's what we're going to do, and that's what we're going to do. But your sergeant just great. Sending it. Awesome.
Not to split the group up. The rest of them doesn't matter, sir. They're still in the park. There's still more than 25.
As you're figuring this out, we'll continue with our colleagues. Whilst our mind is sorting out the issue with police permission, we'll just proceed and have
yeah, let's do a quick march, and then you guys will all sprint. We'll leave the park, and then let's come back in. Just get everybody ready, and we're just going to march over to there. Which way? Just across, so we're not on the park. So the sidewalk right in front of the PSC.
this particular side.
Yes, just march right down until you've crossed out of the park.
Okay, out of the park. Okay. Money for AIDS! 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 Alright, so proving the truth that men with guns are often assholes, we have been told that they are going to enforce this rule in a very strange way that has never happened in the time that I have ever been here in Washington demonstrating. Somebody got up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. Somebody didn't put out, I don't know. To the President of the United States that in fact freezing budgets here in the United States, freezing budgets around the world, in fact kill people living with AIDS. It is 2010. By this year, we were supposed to see, not just in the United States but around the world, universal access to AIDS treatment, care, and prevention. Instead, what we see is yesterday a declaration in North Carolina that in fact they are putting a freeze, a hold on the number of people that can be enrolled in their AIDS Drugs Assistance Program. Everyone else that hasn't already gotten in line needs to go home to die. In Uganda, the exact same thing is happening, where programs are shutting their doors, turning around, and sending people home to die because they don't have the money to enroll any new patients. It is 2010 and we are supposed to have universal access to AIDS treatment, and yet, 2 days ago, the President of the United States announced a freeze on domestic spending. This is going to kill people living with AIDS. We have 3 people who want to make brief statements, the first of which is Briggs Bamba. We are here as representatives. Some of us are across the street because they could not be allowed to come and be with us. But we are also representing millions of other people across the world who share the same commitment who share the same ideal. A world that puts people first. A world that puts people before corporate profit. A world that values human life as sacrosanct. We are here today to tell President Obama that we represent masses. We represent a movement of billions around the world who share and who value and who prioritize human life. And we are here to say the budget proposal that President Obama has put on the table does the very opposite of what we stand for. It threatens human life. If this budget goes ahead, millions are going to die next year, the same way millions died this past year. So we are here to say to President Obama, there are a couple of hours before you read that statement. You have a couple of hours to change your heart. You have a couple of hours to make the right decision. You have a couple of hours to listen to the voices of millions of global citizens who want to see you do the right thing. Who know that you know what the right thing is because you made the promise that when you are elected into this office, you were going to do the right thing. You documented it and we believed that you meant it. So we are here to say, President Obama, keep your promise. Keep your promise to adequately fund the fight for the fight against HIV/AIDS in this world. Keep your promise to make sure that we expand the number of people on treatment. Keep your promise to ensure that we expand the number of healthcare workers that are desperately needed across the global south. Keep your promise to do the right thing. We do not always want to express ourselves or our contributions into the State of Union address in this particular manner. But in this world, where we cannot even gather as 26 of us without having to jump through so many hurdles, this is the only way that we can express ourselves and be heard. So we are here representing those masses, and we say, President Obama, keep your promise, AIDS funding now. We demand universal access to treatment, we demand universal access to care, we demand universal access to housing for people who have HIV/AIDS in this country. We demand universal respect of human rights. Thank you.
Keep your promise, AIDS funding now!
Keep your